Hi everyone, it's Ann. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at the newly released Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy Demarco. I just received this today. It's just released 2019 this year. I had pre-ordered it and it arrived today. Deep wisdom from the most sacred beings in existence. It is published by Rockpool Publishing. It's in a hard case 2-part box. There's the back, bottom, side. There's a cutout thumb hole. Guidebook lays on top. Cards at the bottom. Inside the box is a nice, pretty silvery light blue with a symbol. Looks like a geometric symbol, but not 100%. So there we have the guidebook. There we have the box. Now we're going to take a look at the guidebook. It's actually a pretty thick guidebook, and when you hold it, it feels thick, thicker than the average guidebook. Inside cover, Divine Animals Oracle, Deep Wisdom from the Most Sacred Beings in Existence, Stacy Demarco, Rockpool Publishing, copyright 2019. Then we have the contents, introduction, how to use the cards, and it goes into straight into the cards. And there's a few layouts, card spreads, traditional 7-card spread, and then it goes into the Divine Animal Oracles. And each card, there's a little picture of each card in color. It has the number of the card, the name of the card, and then the mythos, and then about the animal. So the magic, symbology, status. So there's a few different sections. Yeah, so they're all the same. They have the colorful picture of the card, the number of the card, the name of the animal, and then the description of the card, and then there's a mythos section, and then a paragraph about the animal, the magic section, symbology section, status section. So, yep, it's like that for all the cards. So that's nice. So, and then the back of the guidebook, they have about the illustrator, about the author, other decks available by her. So there are a total of 180 pages. And that's the guidebook. This is a hard cover. It's laminated. You can see the sheen a little. Okay, so now we'll get into the cards. This is the back of the cards, and they are not reversible because there's different animals. It looks like a tiger on top, and then at the bottom it's like a hare or rabbit, so not reversible. The cardstock, I notice, it's thin. It's on the thinner side, so I'm surprised for Rockport. So it feels thin. It's laminated. There's a sheen on it. And then size-wise, is it? Yeah, it's equal to, it's about the same size as a Hay House card. These are my surrender cards. I believe they're from Hay House, so they're pretty much Oracle card size, about the Hay House Oracle card size. And we'll just go ahead and get started with the cards. Each card has a card number up top, and then the name of the animal, and then there's also a keyword above the name of the animal. Like, for instance, this is peace, but it's in very small font, so it's almost hard to see. I probably, if I had a preference, I'd probably have the name of the animal move down a little bit, and then make this keyword a little larger, because I could barely see it even with my glasses on. So they probably made it small so it wouldn't cut into the picture, but there's enough space here that I would probably move everything down a little bit and make the font of this bigger. But that's just me, because when I'm reading and I read intuitively, I personally like keywords because it kind of help with the intuition, and it helps trigger my intuition. I know some people don't like keywords and they rather not have keywords at all, but I'm thinking if you're going to have keywords, it'd be nice if you could see them. So it's really small font. The animal font is fine. You can read easily, but the description above is it's small. So I had opened them up when I got home from work today and did a quick flip through, and I had trouble seeing the keywords, like I said, even with my glasses on, my readers. All right. There we go. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through. So I probably won't read the description above because they're small and I'm looking upside down. Gorilla and peace, just to give you an idea. And then the second card's links, and it says secrets. And then I'm just gonna go read the animal and from here on out. So third card is, and see, it's numbered. It's red fox. It's numbered, but you can't hardly see it because it's white on white, at least on this card. So this is the third card. But I guess it's not always, because here's card number 4, so you can see it, but it's very, very thin numbers. So, the owl, that's a very pretty owl. Wolverine, so you can see the card number up here. Honeybee. Armadillo. I have some neighbors outside, so if you hear some kids or some voices, that's my neighbors outside, right outside my window. Sea turtle. Jaguar. Elephant. Deer. Fruit bar. Fruit bat. Flying fox. That's very interesting. Fruit bat, flying fox. So it's a fox and a bat. Head of a fox, but body of a bat. That's pretty wild. Tarantula. Seahorse. Snow leopard. This is beautiful. This is the same as the guidebook. The same picture on the guidebook and the box. It's beautiful. I love those blue. The blues. Look at the blue eyes. What does this description says? The Watcher. The Watcher is the key word on it. Beautiful. Mercat. Wolf. Make sure there's not a card that's stuck together. Okay, sea otter. Goat. Swan. Lioness. Sacred ibis or ibis. Raven. News. The key word on ravens is news. Horse. Peregrine falcon. I'm not familiar with that letter. I mean that word. So I guess it's a type of falcon. Polar bear. Beaver. Butterfly. Red crowned crane. Orca. Hare. Rhinoceros. Chameleon. Interesting. Change. That's the key word on the chameleon, change. Tiger. Bison. Shark. Cat. Hyena. Peacock. Bull. Dog. Dolphin. Snake. Jackal. That's the last card. 44. Total of 44 cards. So let's see how they shuffle. Vertically, it's fine. Overhand is fine. Easy. And then they broke on me. Let's see. So you can riffle shuffle. And let's see. We have Tarantula. And let's see what the guidebook says. 13. I flip right through 12. Okay. Connection. It is time to bring together disparate aspects of your life. Everything is connected. When you are afraid or unsure, it is important to know that you are never alone. You can do magic. We all can. I'm going to hold up the picture. The mythos, under the mythos section, it says, the daughter of the great goddess Diana, Aradia, stepped upon the earth charged with the sacred duty of reconnecting the people with their birthrights of balance and love. Such was the environment Aradia was born into, that the old ways were being forced underground. The feminine divine disrespected, and the earth's never-ending cycle of the moon and seasons ignored and forgotten. Aradia traveled the lands, walking thousands of miles in the service of her mother, delivering her teachings to more and more women and bringing hope and healing where there was little. One day, as she was waiting for the moon to rise so she could meet with other women under cover of night for devotionals, Aradia quietly sat in the forest. There in front of her she saw a huge spider, hairy and as big as her hand, weaving a great web. She watched as the shiny silk wove back and around. creating a shimmering circle. Aradia saw the spider's web grow wider and bigger and glow in the reflection of the moon. She was reminded that everything was connected, from the moon to the earth. All beings, all people, the rocks, the trees, and the flowers were connected by the web of light. This was what was being forgotten and what was vital to remember. The other famous mythos worth mentioning is the turning of the mortal Arachne into a spider by the goddess Athena. Arachne, a weaver of some note, challenged Athena to a weaving contest. Her ubis ended up being her downfall, and she was transformed into a spider. The name Arachne became the Latin prefix of arachne, which means spider, and is used in terms as acronophobia, fear of spiders. The animal. There are over 900 members of the Theraphosidae family, most of which are large and hairy, although many are beautifully marked and colored. The word tarantula hails from a city in Italy. Tarantulas are found across the Americas and almost all of Asia, Australia, and some European countries. Different species of tarantula range from a leg span of 30 centimeter to a tiny 2 centimeter. The largest tarantula, the Goliath bird eater, can grow beyond 30 centimeter and can have fangs of 3.8 centimeter. It is generally only old world tarantula from Africa, Asia, Europe, and so on, which do not use their bristly, urticating hairs as a weapon, that have significant toxicity in venom. New World tarantulas from North and South America have bristles on their bellies, and they eject in a projectile manner. The bristles are sharp and cause great itchiness and an irritation to humans, and can cause death in smaller animals. So it goes on about the tarantula, which I'm not going to read all of it. And then it has the magic section. Spider magic, and specifically tarantula magic, is protective and connective. Webs don't just trap prey, they support and protect a spider as well. It is a mistake to think that spider magic is evil or dangerous, as very few cultures see the spider in this fashion. When you feel you need greater connection to life or you need support, particularly in creative matters, ask the spider for help. Symbology: webs, moonlit webs, fangs, a woman with spider's legs. Status: there are some species of tarantulas that are listed as endangered, including species endemic or Sri Lanka, the United States, and Mexico. So that gives you an idea of the guidebook. So it gives the mythos, a little bit about the animal, and then symbology. So that's about the tarantula. And there's the back again. So I'm going to zoom you guys back out. And that wraps up our flip through. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.